for this edition. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the Mile High Air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
First play, Wilson wants to throw it. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 3rd and 1, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's Wilson to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Here's Wilson. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And now it's blocked, and the Niners have it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after all that, it's just your everyday 6-2 ball game.
And let's think about how important that can turn out to be, because remember, it's not just a 2-point swing. It's a 3-point swing. I'm just wondering, you think they can load the bases and hit a home run and tie it up?
Well, I was going to ask you, I can't remember the last time that I've seen a 6-2 score in football.
Me either. I've been racking my brain on that one. 6-2? Not often.
49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the 3rd overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here we go. Lance now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This defense for the Broncos very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. To throw is Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts. They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Partner, find me a star more on the rise than Deebo Samuel after last season. Wide receiver, running back, kick returner. This man does it all for the San Francisco 49ers. Ranked 3rd in the league in all-purpose yardage and deservedly made first-team All-Pro. Building on that with a first down here. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The Niners are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless. And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL. 2nd down and 3. Now Lance. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying,
We've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Lance going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk from 3 yards out. And the Niners have moved down in front. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 9-6. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Wilson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And it's fielded at the 34. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, our score 9-6. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson will throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The Niners set to take over on offense. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance, this one caught by Kittle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Perry. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 39 yards. And the Niners have retaken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Denver getting set to take the field. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he powers his way up past the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Washington's got it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete to Troutman right side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson setting up the screen. Harris. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Wilson to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They go play action now. Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Wilson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On the draw, it's Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Gold is good, and we are all tied at 16 apiece. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right, it sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Taken in at the 22. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So a very even game as we come to half. A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a play fake. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Okay.
So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. On play action, Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On second down, McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
To throw, it's Lance. And the Broncos get there and take him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Well, 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 20. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It was Cleveland Ferrell who was able to rush in and make that tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Lance with a tap forward on a jet sweep. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Lance, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is fielded at the 27. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on top here as they come up on a 1st and 10, trying to make amends for that lost week at the hands of Seattle. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And Lance now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Perry. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA. Welcome back now to Denver. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Mitchell not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field?
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 16. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver's offense now set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, a throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now it's Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. And Lance going to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here we go.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 16. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. first down. Wilson. He's going to launch it for Washington. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. But you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into dangerous.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. To throw again on second down. Wilson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. An option handoff given to Harris. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off of play action, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon.
And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Hey, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Let's go. Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Lance looking to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the 49ers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Denver, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.